Hello, Scarlet King. Welcome. It's going pretty good. How's it going for you? Hello, Earthly Entity. How are you doing? Doing good, going to try to do some writing. Excellent idea. Relatively chill day today, but you did have to cut off an unpollinated passion fruit. Cut it open, it wasn't developing seeds, but it had that very strong green smell. Never having actually interacted with a passion fruit in my life, I don't know what that very strong green smell is. Want some more animal facts? I mean, I'm not going to say no to them. I'm probably not going to read them out if I'm in the middle of playing the game when you send them, but... Hello, Bebop. Just in time for thieving and weird French baking. Maybe you should have waited for Sunday to do that now that you're thinking about it. What weird French thing are you baking? Been doing a lot of drawing. You just got a whole bunch of watercolor stuff? Hell yeah. People may notice that the title screen for Thief 2 is a more modest volume. Difficult to explain its stuff. Okay. Fascinating. Enjoy your difficult to explain baking. I'm not going to recap any of the stuff that happened in Thief Gold because I'm too lazy, but this is direct sequel. It was set up at the end of the first one. Continues the story. It is essentially the same game, gameplay-wise, slightly more polished and improved. This one, I don't have any old versions of levels. I don't have anything like I did for the Lost City and Thief Gold. This one I remember a lot less about. It's been longer since I've played it. So while I remember like the plot, I don't remember a lot of the levels. Thief Gold, most of the levels, I was like, yeah, I know how to get to every location and I know what I have to do. Not the case in this one. This one's theme music doesn't sound like a robot having a sneezing fit. It's not music. Neither title screen has theme music. It's ambient sounds. But yes, it is quieter. This game, I'm just gonna say this offhand because it absolutely bamboozled me when I was setting it up. Both of these games, I get them to work on a modern computer by installing a mod called Tfix, which is still being updated to this day because these games have such a dedicated fan community. And when I was installing the Tfix version for this game, I saw an option to enable the beta executable for multiplayer. I'm not going to do anything with that live, but that's crazy to me that apparently there's functional in beta multiplayer for a single player game that came out in 2000 that we don't have the source code for. How? How have they done that? Yeah, I'm going to start by showing the intro cutscene, and then I'm going to go into the game. The intro cutscene is a lot shorter for this game, but it does have a lot of important stuff in it that you probably won't understand until we start seeing the actual plot of the game. But I'm going to show it off. Except for the logos, obviously you understand the logos. And they're loud, sorry about that. There is no volume slider for cutscenes. The most important thing you saw there was in the text at the beginning of the cutscene, where it said, "The new scripture of the Master Builder." That's gonna be important. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna play on hard mode as before. And I believe we have a tutorial mission. And then the game as before.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor, and in this line of work you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
I don't think we rescued Basso in the first game, because I think that's an expert goal. But if we were to have played, if I were to have played the game on expert mode, Basso would have been in Crag's Cleft, which was the second non-tutorial mission of the first game, unconscious, and we would have had to carry him out of the prison. But yeah, he's now in love, and I've got to help get his girlfriend out of some big mansion. But yes, as Scarlet King says, I'm helping you not because I care, but so I can steal shit. Garrett is morally dubious. We knew that from the first game. Difficulty hard. Mission name is Running Interference. Once you're ready for Basso to go, give the signal using the bird call he gave you. You have to be close enough for him to hear it. Help Basso and Genevieve get out of the mansion together. You'll need to scout ahead to make sure Basso's route is safe. Luckily, Basso didn't say anything about not taking Lady Rumford's stuff. Get 300 in loot. Genevieve would be aghast if anybody died because of this. Don't kill anyone. Typical kind of hard level goals. This is less of a explicit tutorial than the tutorial of the first game, but it is essentially a tutorial. It's not, as far as I remember, connected to the main plot, and it refamiliarizes you with the mechanics of the game.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Thanks, Basso. That's Basso. How's the brightness? The last one I had to put a gamma filter on. It looks okay on my replay. This one, the gamma in-game actually works, which is glorious. I was testing it yesterday. So if it's too dark, I can turn it up in-game rather than on OBS. Wild. But yeah, here we are. The sky's an interesting color. And this is Lady Rumford's Manor. I've got a little more control over. I can walk forwards and then hold shift to sprint forwards. That wasn't a thing in the previous game. It was slightly more awkward to control my speed. Let's walk forwards very slowly. Lean forward. Crouch, yeah. Okay, that's most of the stuff I want. There's also like a free look thing, but I think I've disabled that. Quick save is F10? Quick save is not F10. Hold on a second, let me do something with the controls here. Where is quick save? S plus Alt. What the fuck is that? There we go. Fascinating control scheme. Now, what do we have in items? Just the compass and the bird call. I don't have my lock picks at the moment. And I'm pretty sure this is locked. Yes. So we have to go around the side. And I think this is the wrong side, but I'm going to go this way first. To see if there's anything interesting around here. There is not. Colossal waste of time. Do I have a map on this one? I do have a map. Here we are. Let's look at this first. This is, so we see the blue highlight is where we are right now. So this is like the front courtyard, which Basso has scrolled over. Jenny's door will be locked, but don't worry, I can handle that. So Basso will unlock her door when we call for him. This is her room. Plumbing, servants' quarters, guards, storeroom. Storeroom at the front of the building? That doesn't seem right. This must be the lower level. Yeah, this will be the normal floor. Great hall, stairs down, music room, bath. Butler's quarters. Well, that'll be... I just spotted there as I closed it, they actually have an under butler. A thing oft forgotten in fiction. I remember this staircase, and this is probably all I will end up remembering of the level. Fortunately, it's not locked. Ah, now this is a gas lamp. I can't remember if I can put these out. I think I can. I don't want to put this one out, but I want to test it. I can't put it out. There's a lot of lights in this game that you won't be able to put out. Technology has advanced
Good thing the
slightly.
butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
Thanks, Garrett. Technology has advanced since the last game a little bit. Very nicely, it now highlights the loot that I just picked up when I pick it up, so I can see what I just picked up and how much it was worth. Okay, well that's locked. However, there's a key there. Ah, this is more what I want. Okay, it's too dark for me to see here. Let me just turn my gamma up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Other side of the staircase. We're on this side. The kind of red line is the path that Basso wants us to follow. This is the path that needs to be clear of guards.
Someday I'm not going to be a guard anymore. I'm going to be a manor lord. And I'm going to hire lots of guards to make them go on patrols and night watch. And I'm going to sneak up on them and say, "Didn't you hear something?" And watch them jump.
Somebody's not very happy with his job. Oh yes, we can do the exciting thing of sprinting while sneaking. Not possible in the previous game. And we can pick up cheese. That was possible in the previous game. This one's locked. Who's actually in here? Have to be careful not to use the bird call before time. Otherwise, we might have an issue. Right. Yes. This is a light that we're going to have to put out.
Damn torches. Always sputtering out.
Well, don't just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
Don't just make taff over it. I love their turns of phrase. Also, yes, we have female guards in this one. We didn't have that in the previous one. I don't remember if this ambient glow is natural in the game or if T-Fix added that. I don't know whether to compliment Looking Glass Studios on that, but that's a useful room to hide in should we need it. That's a light we can put out over there. You can see the flame is actually.
Behind my back. Do it all. Nope.
That's a guard. Are you the kind of guard that turns around every now and then? You don't seem to be.
Yeah.
That's something. He was saying something, but I cut him off. Now, you should go and sleep on a bed. These are all bunk beds.
What was that, you think?
Oh, right. I didn't notice that that was a door there.
Not as exciting as I thought.
Yeah, it's fine.
Guess it wasn't much after all.
Yeah, it wasn't much after all. It's fine. You're, yeah, I forgot that they're actually, like, here.
Look, there. You will be avenged!
You're unconscious already. Shush. You can't shout things out when you're unconscious. Is that playing cards? Yeah, it's playing cards. Aha! Equipment. Oh, it's slightly floating, but it's a welding mask. Flash bomb. Very nice. You'll be avenged when I am no longer unconscious. Healing potion, very nice. This is a new item in this game. This is a flare, which works like this. I hold it, and it's light, and then I throw it, and it's light. You use one, and it comes out of your stack as a held item, and then you can throw it. Can be useful. Any more doors I haven't investigated around here? Doesn't look like it. This is the big storeroom, I think. Yeah, this is this one. It still shows this as blue. I don't know why. Is this places that I've been, and then this is places that I actively am? Or are they just being weird and coloring it in differently? I don't know. Workshops, hold on. There should be door to steam plant here, yes. I want to explore every room. Lots of generator machines. Interesting blend of technology. You've got the generator machine, like the buzzing electronics, and then a gas lamp there. In the same room. Classic thief barrel room right here. We love a thief barrel room. Oh, that's the kitchens. We'll leave that for later. Okay, patrollers. Ooh. Howdy doody.
Nothing now.
Yeah, you just kind of...
Hello? Anyone there?
No, no one there. I don't know how he didn't see me fully. Man's blind. It's fine. I was expecting him to turn around a little sooner. I'll leave that open actually. Now what the fuck is this? Oh, it's gold. It's a pouch of gold. It's a new model, so I didn't recognize it. Stairs up there. This, I think, leads around behind them. No, this is the wrong room. Give me a second here. Does this lead around behind the... No? Oh, this is actually the intended route. He doesn't want you to mess with that guard there. But I do want to mess with that guard there. I like hitting people. I don't seem to have a door. Oh, that's weird. There's a door here. On the map, there's a third door here. But here, there is not a third door. Strange. Basso, your map is shit, and I'm not gonna save your girlfriend. But I am gonna steal a carrot. Oh, I like that the wall doesn't quite reach the ceiling there. Now, what is this? I'm not sure I like this colorless square that's in the corner. That doesn't seem quite right. Expensive wine anywhere? Oh, that's a normal bottle. That's expensive wine. No. Oops. That's expensive wine. That's expensive. Okay, I think that's all of the expensive ones. Very nice. Already got 200 out of the 300 necessary loot. Oh, expensive plate. Yeah, even the plate, like, has a little glow on it when I hover over it. I think T-Fix added that. I don't know that that was in the original. This is a dumbwaiter, I believe. I can set myself up. Oh, it's loud. Sorry about that, chat. It's loud. I didn't realize it was so loud. Let me just steal these. And your key, thank you. And he didn't notice me leaning out of the dumbwaiter. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be loud again. Sorry about this, chat. It's loud. It's. Imagine that's the volume of your dumbwaiter. Every time you get breakfast sent up to you, it's just like in the wall. I think I would go mad. But I did get an important key and loot, so it was worth deafening everyone in chat. I'm willing to deal that injury. This is a dangerous room. This is the Great Hall. Very open room, and this is a new type of door we have in Thief 2. It's a door with a window in it. I can't remember if you can be seen through it, but I think you can. Well, he certainly noticed me opening it. This is now completely unnecessary. Everything that I'm doing here is not needed. You never have to go to the top floor, but I do want to because I want to show off. It's an interesting level, Lady Rumford's Manor, because they built 3 layers of manor. And as far as I remember, you only ever have to be on the bottom floor to win. You just have to clear this path that's written in red. I've cleared up to here. You just knock out one more guy, if I remember correctly, and you're done. But I don't want to be done. They built so much. Like, they built all of this, and I don't think you come back here. Flute. I can play the harp. Oh, that's right. You can turn these lights on. And then you have to use a water arrow to turn them back off again. I forgot about that. Useful tutorial moment there. Gas lamp, if you turn it on, you can't turn it off again. I don't know why, because an actual real gas lamp would normally have a kind of gas level thing right next to the light that you could just turn down again. This will be the music room that was on the map, obviously. We can see lots of new textures here as well. The tiled wooden floor. This wallpaper wasn't in the first game. I think this is the bath, yes. There's our there's our tap dancing floor. We walk across these tiles and we hear that Garrett is wearing his tap dancing shoes, as every thief should. None of these stuff valuable? Okay. Any water arrows in the water? No. Oh, it's a hand mirror. And a hairbrush. Okay, the bathroom is not a useful room. What is this room? This room is unmarked. It looks like a drawing room. Oh, there's a guy. How do you do? Are you coming this way? He's coming this way. He's going away again, I think. Yeah, okay. He's bumping into the wall. I should probably make a hard save at some point. That would make sense. I didn't hear the fullness of what he said, but I did hear the phrase 6 taffing years. Oh, the foot of the bed is lit weirdly. Need to wait for him to reach the carpet.
Can't believe the damn coffee brewer's broken. These fancy gadgets around here. I can't get a simple mug of coffee.
That is also relevant. Fancy gadgets. It's broken, but there's fancy gadgets. Actually plot relevant, believe it or not. Lots of new fancy gadgets being bought by the rich. I wonder what it could mean. Could it possibly have any relation to something called the Metal Age? Now on the top floor, here, all very unlit. Another key. Oh, a lorgnette? Spectacles it's called. It's a lorgnette. Actually it's not, it doesn't have a handle on it, but it really should be a lorgnette. Manner like this at the time period we're in. You can see there's not as much loot as there might be if they had expected you to actually explore up here, which makes it all the more interesting that they did build like up here in full. Like clearly they weren't expecting it to be a major part of the level, but they still developed it. We're now in the housekeeper's room. Is the housekeeper present? No, the housekeeper is not present. Both the housekeeper and the butler are off duty. That's questionable. I question it. Ah, yes. This room's going to be relevant. There's a random out-of-the-way room here that's unmarked, and there's a big pile of crates seemingly hiding a doorway. What could this be? Oops, I didn't mean to throw that crate back there. Let's see, what do we have here? We have a gear, 2 candles, a mushroom, a lump of gold, and a plate with bread on it. I accidentally ate the bread instead of clicking on the mushroom. Okay, it's not one of the mushrooms we can put out. And a strange, like, corner with a lump of raw silver. Fascinating. Again, I'm sure that's not world building relevant or foreshadowing or anything of the sort. nobles tend to just keep lumps of raw metal next to strange mushrooms in their basement. Oh, this is like actually under the bathroom. Oh, that's fun. We have it like leaking down here. Oh, you're gonna get some fearsome damp. Lady Rumford.
Well, that's her door.
That's her door.
I guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
I've done an entire circle around. It's not what I want to be doing. That means the entire underground is explored. I still have a little bit of the overground because I haven't been to the right wing parlor. That makes it sound oddly political. Can't remember if there's anyone marching up and down this corridor. I think there might be. I have an inkling. Well, I was in the left wing parlor earlier. I suppose it depends how you consider left right. Do you choose left right facing out of the manor or facing towards the manor? Lucy, this game actively looks significantly better than the first one. The textures all look more realistic. This is what decorated wooden paneling looks like in real life. I've put myself in a situation. Yeah. You don't have the second grace period in this game. Hello there.
Hello?
So this is this room. I think everything in here is already done.
Move and you're dead!
Just want to check.
Don't test me!
I'm not testing you. I'm going to reload a second. Yeah. You get all the loot in here by pulling the dumbwaiter. It's too bright. Lucy, that's what manors looked like. I don't know how to tell you this. The nobility live in houses that look like this. And it's slightly brighter because I turned the gamma up because I couldn't see in the dark places. But these colors, this is how it looks. Does that guy come to the corner? Why would they do that? I don't know. Don't ask me why rich people live in gaudy manors, but I mean, it's not even that bright. You just want to live in a dark place. Okay, the lighting's being weird here. It's because of that bastard. Smells like old meat, he says.
Thank you. Who's there?
What's over there?
Bro's oblivious.
Not this time.
Any loot in here? You have a very short patrol, sir. I don't know what you hope to accomplish. Oh, this is a lovely room. Is this the parlor? Yeah, I think so. Did Old Manors also have the howling winds from hell as their ambience? Well, it's not a howling wind sound. It's kind of not really a real sound, as is the case with Thief ambience. It's got a little more voice to it than wind. But that's not supposed to be a sound that's actually diegetic. That was the case with the previous game's ambience as well. The ambient sounds are not diegetic. They are creepy tracks that set the mood, in my opinion, very well. Ah, yes. Light switch. I believe. Yep. Alright, time for bed. Lights out. I love that the gas lamps actually hiss. Yeah, there was nothing in this room. Oh, there is one. Ah, on the other side there was nothing, but here there is something. I wonder what the expert loot requirement for this level is, because 910. That is 3 times as much as my actual loot requirement on hard mode here. Hello, broom cupboard. It's the same painting as was in another room on the wall. Is that? No, it's just a different profile. Second, I thought that was the picture of Henry V. Oh, this is this door I couldn't unlock before. There we go. Yeah, okay. Looped fully around. Okay, there's only one thing left for me to check, I think, on this level. Which is not that room. There's a guy patrolling in there. There's no loot in here. And... oh, actually, yeah, there's the front as well. I forgot about that. But... I can't remember if there's any loot up here. Apparently there is... whoa! Why is the top of the mantelpiece metal textured? It looks like marble. There is apparently actually no loot up here. That's a little disappointing. But again, they weren't really expecting you to come up to the top floor of the manor. It's incredible that they did build it out to the amount they did.
What the? With real cow. Hope they say so.
Oh, that's right.
Baron gets to eat cows all the time. Not potato.
I remember this.
What's that?
Thought I saw something.
I don't even know how you get to that.
Stay on my toes anyway.
I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna quick save and run up to find out if this is actually loot. That is loot. I don't know how you get to that. I don't know how you get to that.
God, I'm bored.
God, he's bored.
Where is this?
I suppose I could use my flash bomb. Like while the other guy's around here.
Who's there? With me, guys.
I flash bombed myself is the problem. Flash bombed myself because it's too close to the ground. I can't look away in time.
Oh, you gave yourself away that time.
Come out in the open.
It doesn't even flash them. It doesn't even flash them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I could not kill them in a sword duel, Bebop. I am terrible at sword fighting in this game. Other people, yeah, other people could kill them in a sword duel. I could not. But that is a piece of loot. And I think it's the last piece in the level. Because I have whacked everyone else on the head. I'm gonna try a different angle. See if I can make something happen here. Basso's probably gonna be like, why the fuck have you come out without using the bird call, you dingus? But I'm gonna attempt something here. Yeah. Okay, they're kind of blind, which is very useful for me. The answer is you just walk out and get it, and they don't see you for some reason. I don't know why they didn't see me. They were looking right at me.
Hello? No, quiet now.
Yeah, all quiet now.
What was that?
No? You don't hear anything? That must be impossible to ghost. I can't get out. There we go. That must be impossible to ghost. I don't think you could do that without getting a... partial alert. Okay, I think we're good to use the bird call. It's just a fucking whistle. Is this close enough? Does he fucking hear me? Hello? Okay, no, I have to be really close. Jesus, okay. Here he comes. Here comes Basso. He's charging on. He's going as fast as he possibly can, frankly. Can I hit him? I have to find out. Yes, I can. Okay, that fails the mission. Let's not do that. Hello, Plantera. Welcome. Here he goes. He's trying his best. We can see how he got arrested because he's not very fast, and now he's walking slowly. Fucking move! Are you only gonna follow me? Listen, I promise there are no more escort quests after this. It's the only one in the game. It doesn't really count as one. You knock out all the dangers before he comes down here. Technically, I haven't knocked out all the dangers because that guy's still there. So you're gonna go into the kitchen, right? Yes. Good lad. Hey, Basso, why is there no door there? On your map, there's a door there. Fucking explain yourself.
Someone there?
Oh, I didn't do these people actually. Never mind. Hold on a second. I forgot to do the other guys. Let's redo that. Forgot about this guy. Hold on. Wait a minute. I missed a spot. I missed a spot. Hold on. I just led the man to his death. Hold on a second here. I don't accept responsibility for any of that. Need to kill whoever invented escort quest. It's not a real escort quest. But yes, we do. We do need to kill whoever invented real escort quests. There's actually even more rooms here. Hold on. Okay, well, I can dump him in one of these, but there might be more loot. Yeah, I completely forgot that there's more. Thought I was done. Yeah, I don't think there's likely to be more loot because it's the servants' quarters. Oh, well. So much for me. So much for me. Turns out there was more loot. Oh, paper. Dunya. Sometimes I think I miss the days when crime ruled the streets, as the sheriff would have it. Either way, we walk in fear, but before we lost at most a purse, while now we may be shut up in irons simply for seeing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Give me the old days back again, and a pox upon Truart and all his thugs. First mention of a very important plot-relevant character. Truart. Remember the name Truart. He will matter. Basically, what that note is saying is the police are too aggressive. A tale as old as time. Unless you're the one being escorted by a competent NPC, preferably always just slightly faster than you. Yeah. Rare that that happens, though. No, the best escort quest in all of gaming is Morrowind Mages Guild escort quest, where the guy is significantly slower than you, So you're constantly having to wait for him to catch up. And then when you get into combat, he's significantly more powerful than you because he's a really powerful mage with area of effect attacks, and he constantly accidentally kills you. And you're just standing here like, why the fuck do you need me to escort you? You could get to wherever you're trying to go all by yourself. Alright, time to watch Basso sprint in slow motion again. Come on, lad. You've got this. You can do it. I believe in you. I don't really. I believe in me. And I've already done it all, so... Watch there be another guard that I forgot about. He's scared of being alone. You know what? I understand that. Are you gonna stand here for 2 seconds again? Yeah, why does my guy stand there? Is he listening to see if I've actually knocked out the guards? That's quite funny if he is. I think he might be. He's like, did you actually do your job? I don't trust you, Garrett. You know what? You shouldn't. In an alternate timeline recently aborted, I led you down here and there was still an archer standing about, ready to kill you. Even powerful mages are allowed to be afraid. I would say that powerful mages are advised to be afraid, probably of their own power. It's typically the case that powerful mages are destroyed by their own power more than anything else. Right, come on, mate. Oh, fucking speed up, Jesus Christ. Can you get out of the way? I want to see if your girlfriend's got any loot for me to steal.
Shh, come with me.
Well, she can't. No, he locked the door again. Oh, you bastard, Basso. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you absolute fucker. Oh, this is unbelievable. I wanted to steal. Okay, that means there's no loot in there. Basso is actually short for bastard. It's a pet form of bastard. Spend all your time pondering the orb. There's no time to confront your fears. What if the orb is your fear? Alright, can we hurry up here? I think I'm gonna get a victory screen very soon, so I'm gonna plop down a hard save there. Yeah, there we go.
Shh, come with me.
Well, that's the same thing you said before, Basso. Mission complete. Hey, I did everything. How the fuck was there 345 more loot I didn't find? What? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Where? Secrets found 0 of 3 apparently. I didn't remember that being a thing that was in the game. Official secrets found. I suppose the 345 loot was probably in the 3 secrets I didn't find. Some guards are married, so I had the opportunity to steal their wedding rings. Possibly the case. I think probably actually the guards that were in the courtyard probably all had pockets I could pick or something like that. And then there would be a couple of secrets, obviously, that I didn't find that would have loot in them. I wonder what the secrets were. Ah, that's kind of annoying. I want to show off what the secrets are, but I can't be arsed looking up the wiki to find out where they are. They're probably mostly plot foreshadowing with a little bit of loot to reward you. But that's technically the tutorial mission. You see, there were 4 pockets I didn't pick. Some of those will have been keys. I think some of them probably will have been money as well. Very normal. Time to go to the actual first level of the game, which is actually one of my favorite levels of either game. Possibly the best designed on a purely objective level design perspective, in my opinion. which will be shipping and receiving.
Business has been kind of slow these days, thanks to Sheriff Gorman Truart. He's been coming down hard on my competition and anyone else he deems unlawful. I've been playing it safe by keeping a low profile, but as my landlord recently reminded me, the rent is late. He says he's going to pay me a visit tomorrow to collect, so I'll have to go amateur for some quick cash. The warehouses by the docks should fit the bill. In addition to the usual shipping traffic, there's also a small smuggling operation sponsored by the local underground. Not too many guards, lots of dark corners, and several points of entry should make this job painless and profitable. Maybe I'll even have something left over for myself once the rent is paid. Wasn't that long ago that I was planning on my retirement. Now the only thing that's getting retired is my standards. If things get any worse, I'll have to go back to picking pockets in the streets.
I love the idea that Garrett's landlord knows exactly who he is and knows like all of the incredible heists that he's got up to, and therefore is charging him way over the rent that he charges everyone else, and that's why Garrett is somehow financially hard, despite the fact that he's stolen the purse off Lord Bafford's off Lord Ramirez's belt and also saved the world. Shipping and receiving. Difficulty hard. Gilver knows he's sending out a very important shipment tomorrow, but what he doesn't know is that it's being redirected to your fence. Find a new shipping label and put it on the big crate outside of Gilver's office. The landlord is coming tomorrow. You need to steal at least 650 loot to cover the rent and other expenses. There are many unarmed workers around the warehouse. Killing them would bring unwanted attention your way. After you're done, you'll need to get out of the area quickly so you don't get caught. Return to the stack of crates where you first entered the warehouse district. Something about this game's name is giving you the feeling that the guy steals things. I don't know where you could have got that from. Maybe he gambled all his Thief 1 money away? I don't think he would, because all the gambling stuff is in control of the Thieves Guild, whom he stole from in Thief 1. I think he's banned from every casino in the city, frankly. All the casinos mentioned in the first game were either owned by the Thieves Guild, Lord Bafford, or Lord Ramirez. All of whom I think have reason to ban Garrett. Look, mate, I know who you are, so knowledge fee. And also, I don't like you, hatred fee. And you used the stove more times than allowed, stove fee. Also, I'm charging you 50% just because fuck you. I choose to believe that that's exactly the types of conversation that Garrett has with his landlord. Sheriff Truart mentioned in that cutscene, very important. And you also might have noticed, or you might not have noticed because the opening text on these cutscenes goes by faster than it did in the first game, but if you were able to read it, you might have noticed a mention of somebody called Karas and something about mechanist scriptures. Again, I'm sure that's not plot relevant. As with the previous game, all of these cutscenes are in fact completely irrelevant to the plot and are just there for additional world building and will never become important. Master thieves that always succeed but keep losing their money, so they need to keep stealing. Is a plot of a popular Danish film series which was remade in Sweden. Interesting. Do we see big metal machinery? Definitely not. You will not see a single piece of big metal machinery in the game known as the Metal Age. There won't be a single one. We're going to go back to sticks and stones. Oh ho! Let's see, what do we have here? Lockpicks are back. Notably, we don't have Constantine's sword anymore. I don't know where it went. Presumably the Hammerites fucking, like, captured it at the end of the game. We're like, hey, Garrett, hand that shit over. We have a slow fall potion. That's a new item. Arrests some of your downward velocity when taken and reduces the effect of gravity. We have the flares. Each flare will illuminate your surroundings for a short period of time. Healing potions, flash bombs, moss arrows. We have an invisibility potion. Lasts a few seconds and does not make you inaudible. I don't know where the fuck Garrett's getting his invisibility potions. some advice for a fee. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to buy all the water arrows. I don't remember how important they are on this level, but I'm going to buy them all. I'll buy one healing potion as I always do. I'll buy a moss arrow. I'm not going to buy the invisibility potion because I don't have enough money and I can't be arsed using it. Do I buy flares? I don't know if I have use for flares. I can just turn my gamma up. I don't think I want broadhead arrows. I'm not going to be killing people, really. If I'm using a flash bomb, it's already gone wrong. Honestly. Buy another slow fall potion. You know, I'll buy 2. And then I suppose I'll buy one flare with the rest of my money. I think I should be fine. Immediate hard save. Here we are. One of my favorite levels. This level is large. Rampone dockside shipping. See, I can talk. These kind of slightly thicker lines are the bay doors. These are the buildings. This is the docks. This is first floor of building A. And you can see a lot of different people have things rented out in here. We have a lot of lifts here. We have, what is that? Daft Sid Capezza? We have Lady Angelica's experimental apothecary, which frankly is not an apothecary that I would ever buy something from. If you're describing your apothecary as experimental, I'm not going to be making a purchase. We have Lord Porter's fine art for sale. We have Noah Germ. We have Kilgore weaponsmithing. We have Mine 11 steaks. We have TM Blackheart. We have Oliver Exporting Company. We have Lucky Celentura. Well, not that lucky because I'm going to be stealing. And I can't read what that says. This is the second floor. A lot of these have just more space on the second floor. Building B, we have Mechanist Material Storage Bay, Mechanist Packaging Bay. Building B, second floor, Mechanist Project Bay, Rare Artifact Bay. Office. Building B, third floor, conference room, President Rampone's office. So these rooms here are owned by the people who are actually in charge of the shipping and receiving area. Notes. Oh, that's right. You can actually write on the map. I forgot that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing in the first game. I don't think it is. But yeah, I can write notes on the map. And once they're written, I can't undo them, so I've made a mistake. That's there now. Oh, I can right-click on them. Never mind, I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine. I can right-click on them. Currently breaking your order of thought, but you thought you should tell me. Currently studying some alien metal from a ship. It's made of scandium, bismuth, and metallic iodine. Sure. Experimental pharmacist, that just sounds like poisoning with extra steps. Yes. This truly is a dystopia. They invented office work in medieval times. So it's an interesting setting. It's kind of a blend of late medieval with like industrial revolution. I don't think it's correct to say that it really conforms to any one era. You still have the swords and arrows and stuff, but you have like this weird electrical power like over there on the lights. The buildings are very industrial revolution. You've got these big brick warehouses. Yeah, it's an interesting time period, these games. I want to go over here and see if I can overhear a conversation. I think there's one over here somewhere. Could we make it up?
Saw something there.
Oh, you didn't see something there. I think somewhere in this level...
Must be one of them grubbers again.
Must be one of them grubbers again. I think somewhere in this level...
With me, guys.
Shh. Somewhere on this level, I'm pretty sure there is... Okay, well, that's fine. There is a Hammerite conversation you can overhear. Right, under, yes, under. And it is a very interesting one to overhear if I can find it. Okay, there's some Zed fighting going on up there. That's interesting. Okay, here we see something that's going to be important for this this level. 624. That is Lady Angelica's experimental apothecary. Potion testers needed, inquire within. I mean, come on. Potion testers needed, inquire within. In other words, I'm going to test my experimental potions on you and you're going to die of poisoning. But that is important because... that code, I'm going to have to use that at a machine to open the bay doors to get in.
Oh, nice.
This is the standard City Watch uniform for this game. Can I drop the guy? Yes, I can. Really? I thought I would be able to pick that. Okay, I need to find a key from somewhere. Guard there. Again, I do think there's a Hammerite somewhere. Yeah, those triangles on top of the warehouses, that's actually a very specific time period that architectural element would be around. And it is definitely post-industrial revolution, but a lot of the other technology is well pre-industrial revolution. So no set time period for this world. Come on, Garrett, I know you can catch that ladder, thank you. Can I pick any of these? No. Ooh, that one's not locked. Fascinating and unexpected. I'm in building A, second floor. I don't think I can pick the locks on these doors, like any of them. Have we got multiple people on this corridor? Or can I hit this man on the head when he comes back? Worshipping hammers make you industrialize faster, that's good to know. I mean... well... let's just say you've hit on one of the core themes of this game. Technology. And where it begins and maybe where should it end. How far should it go? Yeah, these are not lock-pickable. Now what would be very nice on this level would be if I had rope arrows, and I think there may be some in the weaponsmithing bay, but that's not here. Where the fuck did that guy go? Oh, is he coming around from that side again? He does like a full loop? Oh, it sounds like he's immediately with someone. That means I can't hit either of them. Oh yeah, the archer. Oh, the archer's slightly faster than him, I see.
Been here only a few months. I think that I can just get away with pushing me around. Put it through that shut himself. Wasn't always to it. I just believed him like a tank.
Okay, we're fine. That key, building a key, it's not good for like all of the doors into the individual lots, but it is good for the buildings, for the like doors in between them. That was badly explained. I can get through into all of these corridors and offices, but I can't get into these. Oh, there's a second one coming around? Okay. Fuck you. I wanted to hit the archer. The archers are dangerous. You'll see some archers over the course of this game who have arrows visibly sticking out of their quivers. In those cases, you can actually pickpocket the arrows from their quivers. I don't think it stops them from being able to use their bows, but it does give you an extra broadhead arrow. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this archer to come around again because I want to whack him. He should come relatively quickly. Unless there are two archers as well, as possible. What if they just throw rocks at you? They don't. He's got one there, you see I picked it out of his quiver. It was slightly misplaced. It wasn't actually in his quiver for some reason. It's meant to be in his quiver. That's right, he walks around the kind of exterior. Somebody just sneezed. Okay, that length of patrol, I feel like there's got to be a second archer on the way. But that person's really sneezing. They're having a problem. That sounds like it's coming from outside. Yeah, it is. This is this space here. I want to see if I can find the main office. Oh, maybe that's not that space. Maybe that's this space. I was actually on the way to the main office in that case. It's fine. And yeah, this does seem to fill in where you've been previously, so the map's slightly more advanced. Right, there's someone in there. Are you gonna come in this room? What was he saying? I didn't catch what that guy was saying. He's actually in the stairwell, which is awkward. Is he going to come back? Apparently not. Okay. Very helpful. This is the main office. Specifically, this is the Vice President's office. We're going to hit him in the head. Weekly financial report. TM Blackheart, rent paid in full. Lucky Celentura, rent 3 weeks overdue. DM Gilver, that's the guy, the main guy that we're stealing from, rent paid in full. Vanek Kilgore, rent due next week. EB Bramrich, rent paid by DM Gilver last week, so this guy's getting Gilver to pay his rent for him. Sid Capezza, rent paid by Mechanists. That will be important. Lord Porter, rent paid in full. Lady Angelica, rent due next week. Sven Meinel, rent paid in full. Noah Jarm, rent paid in full. Celentura, you're gonna get kicked out soon. Anyway, this is the kind of guy in charge, as you can tell from his incredibly posh clothing and face. It's actually the vice president of Rampone Dockside Shipping. I don't know who the president is if J. Rampone isn't the president. N. Rampone, ah, right, a different Rampone, president, Dockside Shipping. So here we have, like, information from every single one of these people. And we are going to go through this because this is important lore and potentially useful information. And also, a jewelry box. A little bit of loot. Looks like that is Lucky Celentura's or DM Gilver's. So we have got 2 pieces of paper from the president. Our tenant, Lucky Celentura, has not paid his rent in quite a while. No one has seen him for weeks, and I've seen wanted posters in the city streets with his picture on it lately. I've been suspicious of him for quite a while, and I'd bet you his golden dice that he was running a gambling ring out of that space. I don't think he'll be back with the Bluecoats looking for him. I have put an eviction notice on his area, 0266, and I plan on clearing out the place in a few days to rent it to Gonzalez. Useful, we now have the code for Celentura. Bluecoats, obviously euphemism for the City Watch because of their uniform. Sounds like he was running a gambling ring. I feel like the name Gonzalez is familiar, but I can't remember who it was. But I feel like we heard that name in the first game. You're the president of the moon. You own the moon. I have to pay you to land on the moon. Well, I'm not planning to land on the moon. You'll have to go and argue with NASA about that one. I felt bad that we had to throw Gonzalez out to make room for Capezza, so I cut him a deal on this space, seeing that it's smaller than his old area. Speaking of Capezza, could you ask him to keep the noise down? Capezza's had noise complaints. I was recently contracted by the Mechanists to develop special lenses for them. I just received a small shipment of rare and valuable Adonizio crystal for this purpose. For security reasons, I would like to request the installation of a metal face into my area within the next week. I don't have the funds to replace the crystals if they get stolen, and I hear Mechanists can be unforgiving. Noah Germ. In the intro cutscene, we saw a metal face and we saw a lens. These Mechanists certainly are sounding like they might be relevant to the plot. There's J. Rampone, nothing from main office, nothing from TM Blackheart musician. Lucky Celentura entrepreneur, we have a note. These are actually notes to them, not from them. So this was to N. Rampone from J. Rampone, and then this was to N. Rampone from Noah Germ. So we have a note to Lucky Celentura. You have been evicted. Take 2 days to clear out your things or they will be removed by the management. No note to DM Gilver Exporting Company. No note to Vanek Kilgore Weaponsmithing. No note to E.B. Bramrich Accountant. No note to Sid Capezza Inventor. We have a note to Lord Porter Fine Art for sale. Our yearly inspection of your space was last week. Our inspector found that he could not get to the second floor because the elevator button on the first floor was broken. Why didn't you report this problem? Please see me about this matter. I don't like it when a piece of equipment on my property is not working. We have also been receiving complaints from E.B. Bramrich. He rents the office space below your second floor office and he claims to be hearing odd noises late at night. Please look into that. Lord Porter, what have you been up to? Lady Angelica Experimental Apothecary, no note. Sven Meinel Stakes, no note. And Noah Germ, Lens Grinder. I hold thy work in much regard, and thou knowest it was on mine own recommendation that my brotherhood contracted thy work. I trust by now thou hast received a small shipment of Adonitio crystal. By the coming weekend, I shall need 10 lenses ground from the crystal thou hast received. Each lens must span 3 units in width, with a breadth of exactly 2 units. Grind thou one face concave and one convex. Make haste, and then bring me thy work for my approval. Friend Capezza, 0457. Sounds like Capezza, inventor, is in fact a mechanist. Mechanist technology. This device is now configured. Sorry, I need to read it in Capezza's voice. This device is now configured for thee, so that the managers of the warehouse mayst easily enter any tenant's area at any time. When thou wishest to open such a locked area, thou must needs enter the 4 numerals of its address into this keyed device. When thou hast entered the correct number, see that it shall display on the dials to thy left. This shall cause the large green bay door of thy desired area to open. Thou mayst only open one door at one time, and if thou open another door, the first shall close. If thou hast any questions, direct them at once to me, friend Capezza, 0457. This is how we get in and out of all of the loading bays. There are the external buildings as well, which if we can get into them, I'm pretty sure do the exact same thing. But I don't remember how to get into them. So this is going to be useful. We have a couple of notes here. We know that Celentura was 0266. We know Capezza's because he writes it here 0457. Where is he? I want to open 0624, Lady Angelica. Capezza, I think, is in actually the next building. Am I making that up? No, he's there. 0457 Sid Capezza, never mind. But I'm going to open the apothecary because I want to see what that's getting. Oh, this might be actually the key that we use. That might be how we get into the external buildings. Anyway, 0624. No, I want to just press the button. I don't want to use a key on it. Ding. It made a ding noise. I like it when it makes a ding noise. It makes me happy. Now this is the front of the building again. If I lean out here, that is actually Capezza's door, if I remember correctly. That there is the guard that I tried to listen in on conversation from and got spotted by at the beginning. I'm gonna go around the ledge here. Try and take a ladder back down. This is what the slow fall potions were about. There's a lot of jumping off ladders on this level. And now you see the loading bay door has opened. Now if I now use this key, yes. And this is all hooked up to the same machinery. So I can now change the codes from outside. I don't have to go back up to the office every time. Very useful. Let's see what's going on in the experimental apothecary. Conveniently placed ledge going across the building. It's probably either for maintenance or structure. It's not uncommon. It could be for decoration, but like this is the sort of thing that you would get on the outside of a building. Maybe not necessarily a warehouse to the same extent, but there are lots of buildings that have ledges like that at the top of each floor. I don't know whether it's embellishment or for structure. It could be both, but it's not unbelievable. Jabril, 50, and that is my final offer. By the teeth of my ancestors, I nearly think I could journey into the forest and cut my own greenery. Pagan bandits be damned, rather than pay such prices. Lord Signori. Hey, pagan mentioned. Sounds like there's pagan bandits in the forest, and it sounds like somebody's not happy about the prices for this apothecary. Healing potion. Very nice. That is a slow fall potion. And that is an invisibility potion. So actually, despite sounding very questionable, the experimental apothecary has a lot of good equipment. Nothing on top of the crates, unfortunately. Sorry for the lift sound. It's really loud. Can I turn down specifically the lifts? No, I cannot. I certainly cannot. This is the emergency doors, as that shows. We can open those to give us access from the external catwalks. Still can't open this. Yes, the internal lock. Actually, we might be able to use the key here. Yes. So you can open those from the inside. Most things, you have to open the bay door and then open from the inside. I'm expecting there to be more guards wandering around here. The big central area there is quite easy to get spotted. Have I knocked out every guard in this building? I thought they would have a patrol. He's answered my question. Are you gonna go out that door, or are you gonna go come around here? I hope you come around here. Oh, you dick.
Come on.
Just in time. Walk very slowly because there's people underneath me. I don't want them to hear me. You can get shot. They will hear you sometimes and start shooting up at you. I don't think anyone actually passes through this middle section, but I'm gonna stick them at the side anyway. It's like in this section of shadow. Here we see some, by the looks of them, hammerite stone plates. I'm gonna open essentially every external door. This is another route into the main office, which means we've now been all the way around there and have essentially fully made use of the actual internal corridors. A couple more doors I can open here. Lead out onto side catwalks. Remind myself of how much loot I'm supposed to get. 650. So far I've got 125, but I haven't really gone into any major caches of loot, so that's not concerning. Big stairwell here. I think this leads straight into building B. I'm gonna deal with that in a hot minute. The stairwell in the main office here. Want to find out if there's still a guy patrolling this, or if he's one of the people that I've since knocked out.
You should get some sleep.
I remember what it was like to sleep. Boss left this morning and put me in charge of unloading and cataloging all the incoming shipments for the mechanists. Every single bloody thing they order is made out of metal. I've been lifting heavy crates all day long, and I think my back is about to break.
Bunch of taffers in this city. I live near Dayport, and I used to have a nice view of the mountains. I used to watch the sunrise with my wife every morning. But now, that metal monstrosity casts a permanent shadow over my house.
Oh, the Mechanist Tower, you mean? The city has certainly changed over the last year. A lot of that's because of the Mechanists. I was in Dayport just last week. All the trees are gone, and there are giant chimneys spewing out foul soot.
My whole neighborhood stinks of that blackened air. My house used to be white, but now it's gone gray with that smudge. And my son coughs constantly.
Well, there's more to the Mechanists than just factories. While I was in Dayport, I had to stop by the Mechanist Tower to pick up a payment. I couldn't believe what I saw. They had these mechanical faces that watched me and sent shivers down my spine, I tell you.
Yeah, I know all about those metal watchers. They installed some here in the Building B the other day. I heard they plan on replacing us guards with them because they don't need to give them pay at the end of the week. I heard rumors that we're all going to be fired. If that's true, then I'll have to live in the woods like a pagan.
So yeah, there's been an industrial revolution happening. The Mechanists, whoever they are, have been building big factories, spewing out lots of pollution, building big towers, ruining the city's skyline, and by the sound of it, fucking developing AI to take everyone's jobs. I'm sure that's going to be fine, though. Now, what harm could that ever cause? Can I open this door? This is basically AI but metal? Yep, it is. Oh, this is the person that I was worried about before. Hilarious that you don't notice when the fucking doors open right behind you. They made ChatGPT before guns. Trying to remember if any of the... Yeah, I don't think there's anything that would constitute a gun in this game. I'm gonna take your broadhead arrow, it's mine now. I'm waiting for the other guy to go away. This doesn't seem to be where the conversation with the Hammerite is, but I want to find it. I know there's one in the level. And it's gonna give us a lot of insight into the Mechanists if I can find it. That archer taken out is very good. .0457. I'm gonna go straight into Capezza's building and fuck his shit up. You can see that the apothecary there closed because I opened Capezza's door. Now, this
place looks like an inventor's shop. There's probably a valuable gadget or two around here.
This place does look like an inventor's shop, Garrett. There probably is a valuable gadget or two around here. However, there is also that. This is a scouting orb. Can't remember if this is functional or not. And if it is, I can't remember if there's anything I can do about it. Unsure. But that is gonna be a little bugger later in the game. Another scouting orb. Piece of silver? Piece of that crystal that he was talking about grinding into lenses. Actually less in here than I expected. Ah, water arrow. Useful. Oh, there's another shelf here. Flare. Flash bomb. Right, I'm gonna do a save and I'm gonna show off the scouting orb because it's one of my favorite features in this game. So, throw it. And now I'm looking out of the scouting orb. Look at this. I love this. And I can see around the corner without going round and risking being seen. Is this not fantastic? And I can pick it up again. It's not lost. Even better, I can use it to, whoops, I can scroll. I keep forgetting you can't zoom in with it. Don't scroll. Any other input while you're in a scouting orb will take you out of it. But I can use it to see Garrett. And you might notice that he has his hand up to his eye. There's a very specific reason he has his hand up to his eye. Do we remember, chat, at the end of the last game, when Garrett, in the final cutscene, he'd had his eye ripped out by Constantine. And in the final cutscene, we see a close-up of his eye as he's talking to the Keeper. And it was ticking.
No one there.
Well, that's what they do with his mechanical eye. He's got a mechanical eye made by the Hammerites. And he's using it probably not for the purposes they intended it for. He's using it for thievery. There's the Hammerite conversation. Okay, I need to get around there. I'm gonna do it from above. I want to listen to that. But I just think that's like such a fun mechanic. You can throw it over things, around things, under things, into anywhere where you want to get like a look, close-up look. Okay. Garrett didn't quite attach himself to the ladder there. Thank you. Yeah, I just think it's great. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this, but I'm going to give it a go. Okay, we're good. There we go. Right, we're going to listen to this conversation. If you can trigger it.
Hello? Show yourself.
No.
Nothing here now.
Is it really not going to trigger from up here?
Dun, 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 dun.
I do not have a blowhigh, unfortunately, no. I wish I did, but I don't. Ow. It's fine. Can I actually trigger it with a scouting orb? I would lose the scouting orb for at least a while, but... No. I don't know how to trigger this conversation. Hold on. I'll reload that. I don't want to throw away my scouting orb.
I thought I spied something.
You did think you spied something. It's fine though. That is a ridiculous fucking jump that he just did there.
There's nothing there now. Have someone come.
0590. Oh 6013. 5188. Oh. I thought he was going the other way. 1 second. thought he was going the other way. Up this way if you don't mind. I'm gonna hit you on the head. I love how big the walls of the dock area are. And they're not even fortified walls. Like, there's no battlements, there's no guards on top of them. It's truly just a case of the city being like, nah, nobody gets into the docks, fuck you. Nobody gets in or out. Fucking throw him in the corner. That body's gonna be found, it's fine. What was it? 5188 for that one. Let's do that one.
I hear this guy is quite a popular musician. His unpublished work should be valuable.
There you go. So we are actually in... Well, we're not in fucking Sid Capezza. I don't know why it's claiming that. We're in Blackheart here. Oh, that's right, because this is where you have been and this is where you currently are. I keep forgetting that. That's not what it was in the first game. What is that? Oh, I need a piece of machinery. Mechanist instructions. If thou wouldst unlock this kind of door, thou wilt need appropriate gear. Insert the correct gear unto the locking mechanism. When the mechanism be complete with the correct gear, then marvel thou as the gears turn to unlock the door. For those with no eye to tell one gear from its cousin, know thou also that if thou use the incorrect gear, the mechanism shall fail thee, and nothing shall happen. If thou hast concerns, please bring them unto me, friend Capezza. I need to find the correct fucking gear, or alternatively, I can just... Can I? Will it let me? Yep, I can just... Never mind, I can't. I need the correct gear. Okay, I don't know where it is, but it's probably gonna be in the mechanist place. So I'll come back to that one. This one is 6013. Oh, you know what I should do? Is I should... Building A key? There we go. Should open that whenever I've been into them. And now I've forgotten already. 6013. You fed your terrarium pasta again? Hell yeah.
Mino makes the best steaks in the entire city. His recipes may catch me a pretty penny.
Right, yes, Meinl makes the best steaks in the entire city. Why does the guy have pet spiders? Is the number one question? Oh, that's right, he's got fucking green spiders that are active immediately. They're just out. They're just out and about. I forgot about that fucking nonsense. Guy's off his rocker. Okay. I'm maybe just out of range here, but I'm gonna make attempts. Where are you jumping at? Okay, I'm the goat. Pet spider is reasonable. One of my viewers was just talking about having a pet ecosystem. Pet spiders of these size are not reasonable. Close. I think that went over. Okay, I'm gonna come down a bit. Oh, really? That went over too. Oh, fuck you. Are they not the same distance away? Was that not the same height I did before? Are you just annoying? I'm gonna start killing people in real life. What the fuck? How big is the spider? How about you look at the screen, Scarlet King? Then you will see how big the spider is. There we go. That is how big the spider is. Now that one is different. Can I shoot you through the door? I don't think I can. Oh, well, you can see me anyway. Oh, I actually might be able to shoot you through the door. Hold on. You're raising your legs. I do love that it's raising its legs like that. Real aggressive spider activity. Genuine aggressive spider activity right there, raising its front legs in that way.
Ew. So that's Meinl's secret ingredient.
Yep, that's Meinl's secret ingredient. It's a giant spider. Straight up, he's putting giant spiders in the steaks. Garrett, I'm sure someone will still sell that secret ingredient, or buy it rather. Sorry for the noise, it's not my fault, I can't turn it down. Open the fire exit. He's got a safe here, and some cushioned chairs. I want to find out if I can actually pick these ones on the inside. I can. I don't need to because I have the key, but good to know. Good to know that I don't need the key. Now this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick this. No, I didn't think so. Key for that must be somewhere. I don't know if it will necessarily be in this warehouse. I mean, you are right, Scarlet King. It is kind of too loud. Nothing I can do about it. I don't know why it's that loud. This one's leading up to a different room, I think. Hold on a second. What is this disgusting room? Okay, see Earth Entity. Give me a second here. Oh, right, they're being kept asleep in here. Oh. I want to remember if I can pick any of this shit up. Yeah, I don't think I can. What do you mean you just opened that with that button? I don't want to be in here. I'm reloading. I don't want anything to do with that. Yeah, there's like nothing useful in there. I'm gonna open it long enough to press the button. Then I'm closing it again. Fuck that shit. Button pressed. Okay, I'm out of here. I don't like that room. You just bought a DLC to a game you don't even play, which is a multiplayer focused DLC. You don't even play multiplayer. Dare I say why? How do I sneak up to these bastards? Can I? Can fucking fall off is what I can do. Twice? Press the space button? Thank you. Garrett? We good? Okay. No, we're not good. Okay, you can't... That doesn't function, apparently. Okay, you can't jump up onto there, apparently. What the fuck is going on? Your nostalgia has been weaponized against you. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, hi.
I don't think it's true at all what they said. Before it never was true. I just believed him like a taff head.
What did you say about a taff head?
Captain Davidson came
Behind my back.
4 hours ago.
That's what I heard.
Not true at all.
I hope that dirty smuggler brought us some spice. There's none to be found anywhere within this cursed city anymore.
I know what you mean. I used to grow my own spice, as well as fruits and vegetables, but all my crops died months ago and won't grow back no matter what I try.
It's as if all the plant life in the city up and died. Have you noticed that all the trees in Eastport are wilted and dead?
Maybe Davidson will smuggle in trees next. I don't know where he's getting the spice from, but his prices are steep. He's quickly becoming a rich man.
Do you spice? 7933. Hey, do you spice? I forgot about that. That's also plot relevant, I should say. That's not just some random silliness. The story of the plant life dying, very important. Much important, extremely plot. I believe, yes, this is the Gilver Exporting Company. This is where I actually need to be. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do this last because I don't want to prematurely finish the level. Journal entry 4279. I don't know what is happening to my business. Every attempt to gain extra profit only leads me to more loss. On paper, every business plan that I've devised with Bramrech, his accountant, Seems flawless, but in practice they always fall through. Last month's overseas export to Governor Horridge was supposed to make us rich, but the ship never made it to its destination. I suspect piracy. I had to take out a loan just to cover last month's losses. I was hoping to have this reshipment to the governor out the door 2 days ago, but my workers seem to have a hard time toting that barge and lifting that bale when I really need them. I would fire them all in a second, but I wouldn't be able to find anyone to work for what little I can afford to pay. I just finalized the governor's shipment, and I had my secretary run over to Bramrick's office to grab the shipping label so that it can be attached to the outgoing crate. I'm going over to the crippled barrack for a drink, then it's back here for more paperwork. That tells us where we can find the sticker. I'm gonna cut his banner down, and there is loot behind the banner. Oh, that's a secret! There you go, I found a secret. Yeah, I don't need you to keep translating how much money you might have lost into different currencies, you know. That's just filling up chat with numbers.
Hello?
Hi.
Anyone there?
No.
Nothing there.
Oh, this is all visible.
Weird.
I've made a colossal error.
Now what are you doing here?
That's fine. I'll just not do that again. I'll go up the lift. Everyone please be deafened. I meant to say please be ready to be deafened, but I just said please be deafened, which made it sound like I wanted you all to go deaf. Ah, loot. Loot. At 425. Wrong key. I think I remember this. Yeah. There is a secret down here. I think. I don't know if it counts as a secret, but there's stuff here. There's loot there. There's boxes in among this stack of crates that I can open. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have counted as an actual secret. But it is very well hidden. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. That's fine. Or have I? Yes. What is the economy in, what, the city? I don't know that the city is said to be in a country. I think it's a city-state. They don't say much about what the economy is, other than there's a lot of crime and everyone's kind of financially fucked. You know what? It's still not as loud as the oh god, what was it? The facility, the last alien facility in Subnautica. The lights that turn on when you go in the front. Absolutely deafening. Okay, I'm not finding any shadows to hide in around there.
Anyone there?
No.
Strange.
Primary containment facility, thank you.
Something there.
You thought, but there wasn't. Look at him fucking shoulder check the guard there. was blind, that's fine. It's actually this archer that's coming past here that I really wanted to get rid of. This patroller. And once again, I still want to get that fucking conversation with the Hammerite. Which is round here.
Identify thyself.
0590. But like, it's not gonna help me to open that. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna get on that ladder from there. Ladder bumping's still a bit weird in this game. I didn't mean to jump off it. That was my own fault. Okay, can I jump onto there from here? Yeah, okay. The guard is the issue.
I saw something.
He thought he saw something.
Seems quiet enough now.
This is the only possibility I can think of. I have to make this fucking jump. But I don't think I can do it without being spotted. Yeah. I can't get enough momentum to... Yeah. I don't know how to get down there and actually activate that conversation. It's a really good conversation. I don't want to fall all the way off there, actually. I didn't mean to fucking reload. It's so easy to accidentally reload when you mean to quick save. Ow. 1 point of damage, who gives a shit? Like, I can sit in this shadow, but I'm not going to be able to knock that guy out without them spotting me. I don't think. Let's find out. Apparently I am. That's crazy. You guys are blind. Does that mean I can potentially, like, skedaddle? You're still not talking?
What do I see
someone
there?
come?
Is this a thief I see before me?
Like... You're supposed to have a
Who's that?
conversation. What are we
Guess it was
doing?
nothing.
What are we doing? Where's my lore? What the fuck? I don't know if that's going to affect them at all. Does it mean I can scoot up the side here?
Is someone there?
No.
These old buildings make too much noise. Thought I saw some. Guards! He's over here!
Like, what causes you to give off a conversation? Like, I'm just gonna have to do this.
I found him!
Bro's dead.
Stop this villain! Someone! How dare you! Call the guards!
Sorry, that was the funniest way he could possibly have reacted to that. How dare you!
Is someone there?
I'm actually gonna look this up because I don't know why they're not having their conversation. Hammerite, shipping and receiving. Not having conversation. Internet, tell me. Everything just says they do have a conversation. But they don't.
How odd. There's nothing there.
Lads, fucking elaborate. Speak.
What was that?
What is that there?
Stop this villain! Someone!
I shall spy thee ere long, thief.
I don't know how to trigger them. I don't understand. It's an important one. Does the wiki have a transcript of their conversation so that I can read it out? Yes, it does. So, theoretically, if I can't trigger this, I can read the transcript of the conversation.
Hast someone come?
No.
And the word went before him on a breeze carrying our salvation. Here at last the man with the
There's nothing there now.
What are you looking about where I can't see them?
He won't have people
Hiding
working
shall
about.
not save thee.
Hiding shall not save thee. Oh, well, now they're never going to have their conversation, are they? Lads, give it up. Just give up. He heard a noise from over here and he's wandering in the complete opposite direction. This guy's an idiot. At least Kilgore knows what's going on, and yes, that's Kilgore, by the way.
Thou canst not stay in shadows forever.
What is the Hammerite looking for? This way, sunshine. He's just, yeah. Like, now there's no chance of them having their conversation. but it actually means I should be able to hit them both. What are you looking at?
Is this a thief I see before me?
Yes. Right, Kilgore, I've hit you now. I'm gonna have to read their conversation myself. Right. That served to get them apart so that I can actually get into this building, but their conversation... Hello, earthly entity. You've returned. Welcome back. You have not seen the trouble I've been going to try and get these two to have their conversation. These two standing out here, they're supposed to have a conversation, but they just wouldn't fucking talk no matter how close I got. So I've had to knock them both out, and now I'm gonna have to read their conversation from the wiki transcript myself. It's an important conversation for the lore. This is Kilgore weaponsmithing. This is Kilgore. This is Brother Uriel. This is the conversation they're supposed to have. Kilgore begins. You must be Uriel. Well, you're late. I thought I'd made it clear to you hammers that I don't like to be kept waiting. Brother Uriel responds, Be thankful I treat with thee at all, unbeliever. 'Tis late, and I seek to finish here quickly that I may return to my brethren. Well, my cranky friend, head this way and I'll show you to your shipment. You know, you hammers used to bring a lot of money my way, but I haven't seen you around lately. I require but a fourth part of my usual order. 'Tis all we are needful of, for our numbers have fallen since the rise of those accursed heretics. Heretics? You mean the mechanists, right? Speak not that accursed name to me. They follow not the name of the master builder, but a false prophet who twists holy scripture to his own selfish desire. Nay, worse still, those infidels would raise his lies to the level of holy word. I've been hearing a lot about them lately. Don't know what to think of them yet, but seems they have plans to improve the city, making life better for people like me, which is more than you hammers ever did. The heretics are naught but a trial for the faithful of the builder. They know nothing of devotion, of faith, of craftsmanship or skill, and blindly follow the path of lies, greed, and deception. Markest thou my warning. At the forge of the master builder, he will separate steel from dross, and those who follow falsehoods instead of faith will be forever cast aside. Yeah, whatever you say. Let's just go and finish up our business. Important conversation. I'm just closing the tab, that's why I tabbed out. Because it tells you who the mechanists are, but they wouldn't fucking have it. They wouldn't say the conversation. The mechanists are a schismic sect of the Hammerites, who are following what the rest of the Hammerites believe is a false prophet. And they seem to be taking quite a lot of the Hammerites with them, because he only required a quarter of what he normally would have required. Their numbers are diminishing a lot, and these mechanists seem to be rising. We had the other conversation that said about how they've built this big tower in one part of the city. Here we have part of Kilgore's journal. The last year has been very interesting. The Hammerites used to be my most profitable contract. I've been making weapons for them since I went into business, but now I rarely make anything for them. Their orders started to fall off about a year ago, and I became concerned about my future finances. My concerns didn't last very long because I was contracted by the New City Watch to produce their swords and armor. The only problem I have now is I have nowhere to put all these old hammers that I got stuck with. It doesn't have much in the way of weapons at all. I got a single water arrow. Kind of feel like playing Silksong again. You will continue to listen in. I can't say good idea because I stopped playing Silksong, but I mean good idea if you're enjoying Silksong. This is a secret? Oh, nice. A little hammer holy symbol in a box away in the corner, because he doesn't have anyone to sell them to anymore. Swords up here, and we see there a hammer. metal scraps. Ow! I didn't remember that touching that was ouchie ow. Okay, I'm going back up. Don't want to lose health when it's not necessary. More swords. Stone hammer. Ancient hammer. Why the fuck was he having an ancient hammer? That was like an important holy relic in the first game. Kilgore, what are you doing with that? Ah, here we are. Arrows. Broadhead. And a noisemaker arrow. I was hoping for a rope arrow, but I will take what I can get. Okay. That is Kilgore weaponsmithing done. I've done the stakes as well. Gilver Exporting Company, I'm doing last. I haven't got into Lord Porter's fine art for sale yet. Oh, I remember this. Hold on. Can I jump down this from here? Yeah, I can. I remember this slide. Whee! 928 for that. Whose does that even go into? Oh, that's Noah Germ. Might as well open it. Yeah, that's there.
Germ is the man that makes those magic lenses. There's probably some valuable lenses in here.
Oh right, yes, this is where the lenses are. But Capezza did have some of the crystal. There's more up here. Spectacles. They are loot. Invoice, 10 pounds of rare Adonizio crystal, 6 grinding stones, 10 sacks of fine sand, polishing rags, clamps, oil, soap. All of the stuff he needs to make lenses. There's a lot of guards in this area.
What's there? Hello? Okay, calm down. There's nothing there. None for them. Okay, calm down. There's nothing there. What's that? Noise, stop! Guess it was nothing.
Yes, it was nothing at all. That's Lord Porter right there, 6937, and like you said, selling tours on the other side.
Thought I saw something. Noise, stop. Is that you? Guess it was nothing. Nothing. Too tense.
Okay. This is a really awkward one because the number of people. This is the fine art individual who seems to be selling a lot of statues. I expected paintings, to be honest. Convenient that he's got moss arrows in here. Okay, that's a lot of loot. One objective complete. Oh, that's a statue that's going to be relevant. Take note of that statue with the wings up behind it. That's going to be important later. That's a surprise tool that will help us later. He is selling paintings. Let thine arrow fly into mine crystal eye. That is a secret, I believe. I believe I'm supposed to do that. That doesn't count as a secret? Crazy work. Oh, right, this is the guy you can't get onto his fucking top floor properly. Oh, the servant's gonna ruin everything. Why do you have to be here? I wanted to hit the other guy over the head. Now I'm gonna have to hit you over the head and it's not gonna be as good. Because you're not even dangerous. You didn't have to shoulder check each other.
Thought I saw something.
Yeah, I thought you saw something. Fucking pick him up, Garrett. This isn't helpful at all. Loot, that is helpful. Gonna wait for him to come back, then turn around. I'm gonna hit him. I need to take out as many of the patrolling guards as possible. I don't remember if there's a way into Lord Porter's top floor. I'm sure there must be. Oh, probably through Bramrich, actually. Oh, there's an archer coming around this way? Really? And granted, it's kind of archers that I want to knock out, but they're better targets for smacking in the back of the head because they're more dangerous. Alright, he's coming. He's coming slowly. We'll be here a hot minute. Very good. I think I'm going to wait for the archer to come back as well. Because this is actually like the best place to knock them out. Unless he's just not coming. Okay, I don't see him. Can I take this one out right now? Just drop him in there, frame him for stealing from Lord Porter. He's on his way. Okay. Okay, that's very good, getting all of these people out of the way. Because they are the main bother in this central area. There's one more 7732 that I still haven't dealt with. That one right there. Oh, you're not.
Hello? Anyone there?
Oh, you are. He's stuck on the barrel.
I'll show them someday. Someday they'll get to what they deserve.
Oh dear. Well, that's him taken out as well. Pathfinding moment. Wait, does this not lead? Ah, the top floor must just be part of Lord Porter's. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to get into Lord Porter's office. This is the label that I need. State of Gilver Exporting Company. Our shipment to be exported overseas to Governor Horridge is ready. It is waiting over in Gilver's area and will be shipped out tomorrow afternoon. Having to replace last month's shipment that was lost at sea is putting the company in serious financial trouble. Gilver took out a loan from the First City Bank and Trust to cover the extra expenses. If we don't increase profits next month, then we won't have enough money to stay in business. Fortunately, we just received an unexpected order this morning, and this will bring in some extra money that we can use to pay back the loan. I just had a new batch of shipping labels printed out, and I will bring them over to Gilver in the morning. That new batch is what we're going to use to fuck up his business. But, as I said, I'm going to do that last, so that I don't accidentally end the level. Yeah, I don't have enough speed to get there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should be able to get into the top level of Lord Porter's fine arts, but I don't know how to go about it. I can't open these emergency ones from the outside. That might be completely empty, actually. No, it's not. There's crates and stuff in there. But are those crates that serve a game function? Or not? Oh, great. Well, now I'm falling off. Oh! I hate those ledges. If you even slightly slide off, then you fully slide off. Okay. Lucky Salantura is the last one to check, really. Because I don't seem to be able to fucking get in there. I don't know. Now, Lucky Salantura is the one who was evicted, and they suspected that he might have been running a gambling ring. So he might have a lot of useful money. Or he might not. We know he hadn't cleaned out his stuff yet. Hey, do you think he was running a gambling ring? I feel like he might have been. I just have a hunch. Looks like he wasn't as profitable as I had hoped. Garrett, can you climb? Thank you. Oh, a key. Ah, for his safe. Apparently that's a secret. Ah, there's his golden dice that they were mentioning. Very nice. Oh, is this an eviction notice? Yeah, this is the eviction notice here. Now I've knocked out basically everyone around here. 7933 is... Oh, that's Gilbert. Yeah, I've been in here. So, building B is the one to become interested in now. World's worst guard competition. What is this? Does this have a... I can't remember if you can open the bay doors like that. You might have to go in straight from building A, which I can do fine. Just gonna frame this guard for all the bad stuff that happens to Gilbert, leaving it in there. Everyone's gonna go deaf again in a second. Sorry about that, chat. And this leads straight into building B.
I saw something. Hello?
Bro saw nothing.
Down there.
Ooh.
Guess not.
That's a problem up there.
What is that smell? It smells like old meat.
Chat, that face is an issue. I don't remember. I feel like I can shoot the... I could be making this up, but I feel like I can shoot the thingy. Technical words like thingy. I feel like you can damage them. Obviously... Well, he's seen me. best way to deal with it is just to put out the lights. That is the first piece of mechanist technology that we're going to have to struggle with. It won't be the last. Come on. Come on, Garrett. You can fucking make that jump. There we go. Good lad. Is there nothing in here? Ah. Secret door. Profits for our dockside warehouses have been tremendous ever since my brother Jason convinced me to let the mechanists use Building B for their needs. They have taken over and converted all 4 storage bays to contain their machinery and incoming cargo. This has really hurt my shipping contracts. I lost 12 contracts recently because the cargo had to be stored outside instead of the now occupied storage base. Mechanists are now using my workforce to move their cargo and assist in their various projects, and I have barely any workers left to handle my remaining contracts. They have more than compensated us for our losses, but still they worry me. They threatened me harm when I refused to evict Gonzalez, one of the longtime tenants of Building A, so one of their inventors could set up a machine shop. The new machine shop happens to be right under my poor brother's office, and he's been complaining about the noise constantly. I guess I should be happy about the money the mechanists are paying me, but I feel like they are taking over and I don't even get a say as to what happens on my own property anymore. I'm sure that's fine and not indicative of any schemes. Well, let me check again here. I feel like you can hit that. I'm evidently wrong. But like, I was sure you could hit the power cell. I don't know why I was so sure of that. Clearly it's not the case. That building was President Rampone's office, and this is the conference room. What the fuck even are these? Oh, they're little stacks of 2 coins each. 4 apples. Now that's really what I needed. Oh, actually, that thought has made me hungry. Oh, right. I can just turn it off. I forgot about that. Okay. Now, I don't know where we can get what is going on with the map. This is not correct. I think there might be a bug in T-Fix. I don't think that's an original game bug. But this is where the mechanists are storing all their stuff. And I don't remember how to find out where each bit of stuff is stored. And we're gonna have to hit both of these people in the head.
Not again.
It's fine. Building B key. Very useful. Bro fell down T-posing. Again, I don't think I can use this. That's a key. Yeah, no. What is this? This is Mechanist City Planner. She tells you exactly how they feel about their authority. That they're just planning all the different changes they're going to make to the city. Oh, I remember these. These are fun. Chat, watch this. No? Do I misremember these? I don't. There we go. You can smash the glass. Thought you could do it with a blackjack. Oops. Apparently I was wrong. There's the docks. J. Herman, Business Coordinator, Rampant Dockside Shipping. These are the offices. Mechanist Accounting Secretary. The offices themselves don't really have a great deal in them, sadly. Supervisor. Aha! Okay. None of my things work on that office. Mechanist Project Planning. The last one, Foreman's Office. Manifest of contents: iron ore, bronze, copper, grain, paper, and tar. And I can open the bays from in here. Top ones are 4 and 3. That makes sense. Ooh, this is a big one. Oh. Who was it that was wondering if we see any big metal machines? I think it was Lucy that was wondering that. This guy here in this crate is a surprise tool that will help us later. And by help us, I mean it's a surprise tool that will fucking murder us later. That right arm actually might be analogous to a gun. I don't remember. But this is a full-on robot. That will turn up later. I'm not even going to pretend that isn't foreshadowing. That is foreshadowing. Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious. B. This floor is empty. This floor feels ominously empty. No guards down here? There's a maze of crates. Oh, the guards might just be out the front. Yeah, they might not be inside at all. There's one guard there. Oh, these people are an issue. These people have the same model, if you recall, as the folks that were sent to assassinate us on the Ramirez Manor mission. Are they coming into this building? Oh, they sure are.
Cook said we might get stew today. With real
Davidson's key. I don't remember who Davidson is. But I think these are pirates, if I remember correctly. Or essentially pirates. I also did see someone wandering over here. I think it's someone with a servantly bearing. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to knock you out, I'm afraid. Can't have random people wandering freely. Oh. Now that I think about it, you're actually free to go. Never mind. Can I open these? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I want to see what's in among these crates. Other than just more doors out, always useful. Okay, can't get over those. They might just be decoration, there to fill the space. No, that's definitely something I can get to. That's a chest. Can I highlight that and open it? Maybe I can get to it from the other side. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Oh, maybe it's not much easier. Maybe... Am I being silly? Stuff up there as well. Hello, crate. Oh, you're locked too? Ah, there. I can't lockpick the crate? Davidson's key opens that. No, pick up the... Fucking hell. That puts me up onto the roof. Oh. Right. Let's do that later. Yes, that's how I get to the other... Who said you could come in here? I certainly didn't. That's how you get to the other one. You come down through the broken glass, but that means I have to whack people because that's very audible. Oh, that means this isn't remotely doable ghosting. Because there's no way to avoid that being heard if you do it.
Notice there's never any birds around anymore. Used to be birds. Singing in the morning and waking you up. Singing at night looking for girl birds to meet up with. Just don't hear them no more. Kinda sad.
That's that's a plot relevant conversation as well. Well, conversation thing that he's saying to himself. That you don't hear birds anymore. Relevant in the same way as the plants all being dead in the city. Hello, Fergus. The old chairs indeed. I haven't told them about the old chairs yet. You're getting ahead of yourself. How are you doing? I'm gonna go and break some glass now. I'm gonna break 2 bits of glass. So this secret isn't possible to get when you're ghosting, right? Because the guy that's right down there will hear this. That guy heard it. I didn't even know that guy existed. This doesn't even count as a secret, apparently. This is just a bit of loot you can't get. Oh, never mind. There we go. It's a secret. What was it? Rope arrow! Let's fucking go. I mean, I don't need you to confirm it. I know that it's not possible. Bro's got fucking incredible peripheral vision. What the fuck? He's got eyes in the back of his head. You know what? I don't need your shit.
Over here!
I don't need to deal with you, Mr. Eyes in the back of his head. I don't need you. You could have been hit in the back of the head normally, like a normal person, but you refused. And that's what happens. I do feel kind of bad about doing that. I'm gonna reload. Is it vision or is his hearing crazy as well? Okay, his hearing is crazy as well, but fortunately there was a moment of grace there where I could hit him on the head. There's a killer on the loose, yeah. Well, not anymore. I aborted that timeline. Can I get past this box? Sure as hell can't. Oh, another piece of health lost. Blah. Whatever, who gives a fuck. Now there's someone I wouldn't have any qualms about killing. And I don't know if there's any other way to actually deal with him. I suppose maybe you can swim around behind the boat? Anyway, I haven't dealt with room 2 over here. Actually, he just turned around right as I was like 5 meters from him. I mean, he tried to. He attempted it. Made an attempt on my life. Which, to be fair, was justified given what I'd just done to him in a previous timeline. Lots of loot, very nice. Why do the mechanists have all this loot? Because they're thieves and heretics. What must be plot relevant? The loot? Probably is. It looks a bit like Lost City loot. That certainly would be relevant. Hello. Waithran found me the most sharpy way of ridding herself of a blade in the side. Watch Officer Morgan. Too much work for him. Does he do his own scout of breakers and bladesmen, so a sniffer drops him a name or two, gets a coin for the mark of it. Turn me a profit and grieve me the competition. Why not? Black Rat. Pagans. Pagans. Yeah, well, the fact that it's from the Lost City is plot relevant. They're in the Lost City. That's a level. Do you not remember the level where you go to the Lost City and they're, you know, performing all of the worst kind of things that archaeologists hate people to do to archaeology sites?
That looks like Captain Davidson's cargo ship. He's a shady guy. The smuggling and piracy.
Alright, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's building B, so essentially with the exception of like the top floor offices, it is just all mechanist stuff. Oh, that's right, I can't shoot arrows from here. What am I doing? Why does Davidson also have a spider? What's going on with that? What's the deal? Why does everyone have spiders? Which one of these rocks is the old chair, I wonder? I don't remember. I should probably explain what the fuck I'm talking about to people who don't know. One of these rocks that's in the dock... Oh, you can see the edge of the level. That's a bit funny. One of these rocks that's in the dock is called an old chair in the level editor. Oh, they're all old chairs? I thought it was just one of them. Crazy. Davidson's key will open this. Captain's log. Make port we did at Rampone's dockside shipping. No safe harbour this, but the reward is surely worth the risk. We need to unload the spice pack right quick and stash it among the crates inside that building B. Our cut of the bounty should be in the safe inside Osterland's office as usual. I'll stash the spice while the crew unloads Rampone's cargo. I'm eager to cast off and set sail for our rendezvous point where we can join with Captain Carr's sloop. From there, it's on to the hunting grounds. That fool Gilver continues to send out unarmed merchantmen just right for the plundering. Sorry, I should say Captain Carr's sloop. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that wasn't funny. Secret. Hello, secret. That's not Davidson's key. There we go. Is there one on this side? There is. Do these count as different secrets? That's a bit silly. They do. I had no memory of, like, numbered secrets being a thing in this game. Did you remember that, Fergus? Because when I finished the first level and it said 0 out of 3 secrets found, my first thought was, what the fuck do you mean? Who's this guy? You have no memory of this? I don't think T-Fix would add something like that. So it must be a thing in the game, surely. I mean, that... adding a new mechanic like that would be against the philosophy of T-Fix. Really? There we go. Oh, there's 2. Yeah, I knew there'd be loot in there. This counts as a secret too? Nonsense. I'm gonna have to look that thing up after the stream, that secret thing. Apparently that was a secret too, I don't know what it did. What did that do? I have no idea what that did. What you don't remember at all is this music? I mean, I do. We forgot to give this one a hitbox. I think we made a small oversight. No, but really, what did the steering wheel do? Ah, never mind. Open this. 0416. 0417. It ticked over to 7. What does that mean? Is that the time of day? Is that a clock? If I wait for 3 minutes, will it say 4:20? Is that joke gonna rightly lose me all of my viewers? Oh, I still need to find the fucking gear. Okay, bye everyone. Presumably Capezza would have the gear. And that would be for Black Car. And then gear for Black Car, and then I still there's... I can't remember whose safe I couldn't get into. Was it Gilver? Or was it Kilgore? That's the same fucking name, bro. That's honestly the same name. Which one is the bastard in? Capezza 0457. All on that side. Would you believe it, Fergus? The conversation between the Hammerite and the weaponsmith, where they actually explain who the mechanists are, would not play. The two guys just stood staring at each other, fucking with no brain. Oh yeah, I already opened this one. I'm gonna open it again because I didn't open the interior door. 0624. Like, I fully had to read out that conversation transcript myself for chat. Oh, shit. Stuff in there. You don't believe anything? You're not here? You left after that joke? Fair enough. Understandable behavior. Valid. I didn't open Capezza's door? Am I stupid? Can I open this crate? Oh my god. How many flares does the game want me to have? I don't know if this is where the gear actually can be found. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. But like, the thing is, you don't need flares. Because if I want to see better, I can just go in here and turn the gamma up to maximum and suddenly I can see everything like it's incredibly bright. Sorry for flashbanging everyone. Yeah, this was Kilgore's place. The Hammerite that's standing out here and tells you that, like, oh, the mechanists are all evil. Brother Uriel there. He just wouldn't talk. The two just stood staring at each other. Okay, I thought I was gonna actually grab onto that, but Garrett didn't feel like it. So who else might have the gear? Okay, well, not the guy selling fucking spider meat. Like, I have to bring the correct gear. But I don't have a gear. Like, maybe it would just be in the mechanist's place, or maybe it would just be lying around in this area. Are you the guy that had the safe? I don't remember who had the safe either. There was a safe I couldn't get into, which I think Davison's key might go to. It was not up here. I don't know. Take the... Oh, well, I can't take it. I have to replace it manually. Zed fighting. Yeah, I have no memory of where that gear would be. Where's my bread? Nom. Why does bread make that noise when I eat it? If your bread is making an appley crunching noise, do not be eating your bread. That is not edible bread. It is not breadable. Nope. I've lost all my viewers again. You wouldn't happen to know where the right gear is, would you, sir? I'm trying to steal something, you see. Okay, ouchie. Okay, there's something there. This is Davison's as well. Well, that's not going to have a gear in it then, is it? Why the fuck did Davison have an invisibility potion? I don't think that's big enough to splash your whole ship, mate. I think I have all three doors here open. Yeah. attach that ladder. Because there's still a couple of offices that I haven't properly got into. Apple, no. Must have the apple. Thought I saw something over here as well. Oh, it's just a light. Okay. I bet you, now that I have found a rope arrow, nah, you're not gonna give me a rope arrow and not put anything on top of these shelves. Surely. Really? You are gonna give me a rope arrow and not put anything on top of those shelves? Insane. It was this office. Could not open. Can I open it from out here? Davison's key opens it. Why can Davison get in everywhere? It's just, bro owns this whole place. Davidson, smuggling spice has become difficult since Rampone let the mechanists use this building. Mechanists is in plural here. It shouldn't have an apostrophe. It's written as possessive and it shouldn't be possessive grammatically in that place. Hide the spice in the usual location and take your payment, Osterland. Did I just pick up the loot from inside the crate without opening the crate, or did I accidentally pick up a different piece of loot? I just picked up the loot through the crate. How did I do that? We'll never know. This leaves me still with a problem. Wait a minute. Why is there even a fourth button on there? It's not like it's disabled on the like fourth bottom floor, but like there isn't a fourth floor down there for it to go to. Yeah, there's no gear in this office that's helpful. Cleared this out. I don't even remember where that safe I was looking for was. I think I just give up on the gear because I don't know where to look for it. I would have thought that it would be in the mechanist's building, but it doesn't seem to be. Also, I'm hungry. So I think maybe I just cut my losses and I finish the level. I also can't get into the top floor of Lord Porter's fine art for sale. I feel like I should be able to. I know the lift is broken, so you can't bring it down, but I feel like there should be some kind of way in. Level design wise. But there doesn't seem to be. Frustrating. there's just no way to open those. And that one would also lead into there, I think. Yeah, but I can't open that one either, I've tried. Oh, that's open on top. Okay, well I need to climb up there. Can I get like actually on the roof? I feel like there's some kind of way I can get actually on the roof. Can I go down the fucking ladder, please? Thank you. Okay, you didn't need to fling me backwards. Maybe there isn't a way. Maybe there is a way. Hold on. Can I? Well, not if I do that. Can I? Like, climb this slope? Yeah, but I can't make that. Wait, who's 928? Oh, that's Noah Germ. I just didn't open his door. I'm a little silly like that. Well, I might as well open his door while I'm here. Oh, there's an arrow right there. What if in poking my head back in here I discover that he's actually got the gear I'm looking for? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. That would be funny. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Yeah, I have no clue where to find that. Climb the whole way up, please, Garrett. Okay, none of that loot's that useful. They give you a lot of slow fall potions on this level. I think they intend you to use them, but I just take the full damage. Because I'm silly like that. Oh, I've already looked in here. Oh! Secret. Two rope arrows. That doesn't really help me. Oh, I can't get on the roof there. I'm stupid. I knew I remembered being able to get on the roof on this level. I'm just blind. Chat, throw me out the window. Wait, no, don't. Okay, this is over the offices. I've already messed with the offices. Please don't tell me that's the only place that I can actually do anything. You have to lead me to Lord Porter's place. Like, you just fucking have to. Main office. This is the stairwell. I never went upstairs, I'm an idiot. So main office is there. Stairwell is here. No. You simply have to give me this. I don't care if this isn't meant to happen. You simply, there we go. You simply have to let me in. I'm not supposed to be up here, chat. I'm not supposed to be up here at all. I'm gonna take out an emergency slow fall potion. No, there's no way in. There's no way in. Is Lord Porter's top floor really just off limits? Like that? That's rubbish. I'm starting to see the seams in this level. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm clueless. Truly, I'm clueless. I'm just gonna finish the level. Fuck it. I had run out of slow fall. That's fine. All is well. I have to go back to the stack of crates at the beginning of the level. That's easy enough. I believe this is the stack of crates. 2 hours to finish the level. This is not the right one? That must be the right one then. Oh yeah, these are where the hammer... Never mind. Slightly ahead of myself. There's 2 stacks of crates at 2 corners of this level, and frankly, they look the same. Here we are. Okay, Garrett, can you just climb up? Thank you. Mission complete. Stats. 10 out of 14 secrets. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. 1 hour 57 minutes. Not including reloads. 1350 out of 1665 loot. Pretty good. Considering how much loot I missed in Lady Rumford's Manor, despite having no clue where the rest of it would be. I still don't have any idea where the rest of it could be. 30 people knocked out. That's a lot. Campaign totals, time so far 2 hours 32 minutes, loot so far 2300. As with the previous game, I'm gonna do it that I watch the cutscene for the start of a new level at the beginning of the stream that I play that level on, not at the end of another stream. I am going to end this stream here, even though it's not that long. I don't have time to do another level, and I'm also very hungry, as they say. So I'm gonna go and get some food. And I don't actually remember what level comes next. It's been so long since I've played through this game that shipping and receiving was the main level I remembered, and there's a couple of levels I remember exist, but I don't know where they appear. So I'm going to be relearning this game along with the rest of chat for the next few weeks. But that is one of my favorite levels in either game because it's just so intricate. There's so much stuff. There's so much world building with all the different information about the different people who are renting out the warehouse spaces. I find it very fun. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Sunday, more Clair Obscur, and then Wednesday again, more Thief 2. So, hope everyone has a good rest of their week, and your baking is still not done. This is super complicated to do. Yes, your weird French baking as you described it. Maybe it'll still not be done by Sunday, and that's how it'll work, that you can do it on the Clair Obscur day. We'll see. When it is done, I hope it tastes good. Until next time, bye bye everyone.